Lady boy and gentlemen, welcome to the week 4 buzz. Let's get started with a little schwap. Cheers, happy Wednesday. Let's get right into this. We'll start out with the nigga named Sean versus Ashley Madison. This was a good matchup. This was the closest game of the week. We got 129 for nigga named Sean, and Ruben had 116. Jake moving into 3-1. Rube's moving 1-3. Jake, a couple notables. We had Alan Hearns with 32 points. We had Bortels with 19 points, and the Jets D with 22 points. Rubes, close matchup here, Rubes. You had Chris Ivory, 28 points. Russell Wilson, 18 points. On your bench, you had Tavon Austin with 30 points. That might have been the difference there. Let's go to the Lady Boy versus God Lopez. This was a 30-point beatdown by God Lopez, 132 to 102. That moves Lady Boy 1-3, and God Lopez 3-1. A lot of guys in the single digits for you, Lady Boy. You had Forsett with 21 points, Panthers D with 20. Not much else to say there. God Lopez, Le'Veon Bell with 31, Hopkins with 28, Carson Palmer with 22. Good victory. Let's move on to Provy and Team Questionable. Really questionable, Ely. Really got to pull your head out. Sorry that your house burnt down and all, but you got to get your fantasy game going. We had a 34 beatdown in this one. That moves Proby to 2-2. Team Questionable, Ely to 0-4. Worst team in the league. We had Devontae Freeman with 38 points. That's all Proby had pretty much. Ely had Reggie Bush with a bagel. Cam Newton with 20 points. A lot of guys in the singles again. Notable in that one, you had Phil Rivers on the bench with 38 points. Let's move to the Nish versus Merv 20. This was Merv 20's victory, 156 to 112. 44-point beatdown for Merv, which moves him to 2-2. And drops Nick to 2-2. Merv had Bradford 38 points, AP 24, Hankerson 28, Broncos D 27. Big numbers there. Nick, not much to say about you. Jeremy Hill 25, Mark Ingram 19. Carl and Chop, good game here too. This was a 22-point beatdown by Carl, which moves him to 3-1. Chop drops down to 3-1. Carl had Breeze, 42 points. Giants D, 25 points. Sproles with the bagel, but you still pulled out the victory. Jim, for you, Brandon Marshall, 25 points. And the Rams D with 20 points. We'll move on to Kev, Big Kev, and Party Bill. This was a 41-point beatdown for Kev, 150 to 109. Moves Kev to 2-2, and drops Bill to 2-2. Kev, you had Eli with 35, Vincent Jackson 34, Doug Martin 28. Big points there to compete against. Bill, you had Macklin with 29. Jamal Charles with 19. I want to note something in this game too here. Kev, I was looking at the points on the bench. Kev had 126 points on the bench, which could have beaten 9 teams with just his bench alone. Pretty impressive. That game there, Bill had 92 points on the bench. Move on to the DP this week. Needle Dicks, Daily. 81-point beatdown against J Corp. Wow, I don't know what to say there. Daly had everybody in the double digits. CJ Spiller 32, Bennett 26, Packers D 33, just huge numbers. J Corp had nothing to say here. Number 1 pick got 18 points. Pretty sad there. That moves Daly to 1-3, getting his first victory of the season, and J Corp gets his first loss of the season, moves to 3-1. Let's move on to the predictions, Week 5 predictions. We got Nish and Jake. I'm going to take Jake in this one. I'm going to take Carl over Proby. I'm going to take Billy over the Ladyboy. I'm going to take God over Daly and the Needle Dicks. Love that name. I'm going to take Rubes over Chop. This might be the upset of the week there. I'm going to take JR over Merv. The younger brother's got to beat up on the bigger brother. And I'm going to take Kev. I'm going to take Kev to DP Ely. Also, giving Kev the DP, I'm going to also give him the fuck you for starting Lynch with an O. Another 25 bucks to the snow party. Thanks, Kev. That's all I got for Week 4 wrap up. It's been a pleasure, and hopefully we won't have to see you again. JR out.